What up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah! And I hope you're ready because we're taking it back to the Fantastic Four. Yep, we're getting close to issue 100. We're at issue 97, The Monster from the Lost Lagoon. And if there's any classic Universal monster horror movie fans out there, I think you know where this creature gets a little nudge from. If you don't know what the Universal monsters are, then look that up because damn, I don't get paid to explain everything to you. Anyways, the Fantastic Four are out. They're supposed to be out on a little vacation, or at least that's what Reed told Sue. A little fun in the sun, time with Franklin. But, of course, Reed is actually out doing something scientific. Big surprise. So he's cruising around in a mini sub with Johnny and Ben, and they're looking for this creature. There's been reports of this creature coming in, destroying property, stealing things, And, of course, just when they're looking around, a big killer whale passes by. And immediately they blame Submariner, or the Submariner is the number one suspect. And Reed, kind of wants to rule out Submariner because Submariner is more ego-driven. He would have popped up by now. Anyways, this creature, and he does look like the creature from the Black Lagoon. He was hitching a ride on this creature, and he's basically just been hiding here around this area. Also in the aquarium right by the ocean that's located around this area. Anyways, he jumps right behind the Fantastic Four. They don't notice a thing. Of course, they begin talking about the Inhumans. Johnny decides to bail because his feelings are still hurt about them taking Crystal. Although he hasn't gone out to look for her, which I think is weird. He appears in front of a bunch of teenagers, trying to get some attention. But still, he feels sad. I mean, there's an old saying, a crowd isn't company and faces are but a gallery of pictures. And Johnny Storm's feeling that right now. That was by Francis Bacon, by the way. Anyways, he goes to visit his nephew. Kind of get some time, family time. And so does Reed. Ben, they're kicking back. And, of course, the monster is now hunting them, looking at them. And as Reed's making out with Sue, he thinks he hears a splash. But who cares? I mean, he's making out with one of the most beautiful women in the world. I'm surprised he even got that neuron flashing right there while he was kissing those luscious lips. Anyways, this creature comes out and he has a device that apparently makes him human. Or disguises him as human. And this is his last vial. So he has to make it count. He also knows that he's being followed. So he kind of needs a plan. But he's almost ready to escape anyway. So he just needs to hold them off a little while longer. As he makes his way to the top, he appears through the aquarium. And he's a worker. I guess he trains dolphins and stuff like that. And he's just in time for the show. And no one really suspects him because, he works in the ocean. He works with animals, so he's always in the water anyways. And he's doing this big show right now. And apparently everyone's having a good time. He's a very good trainer. Of course, the Fantastic Four are trying to kick back, have a good time. But Reed's mind is always on the job. Once Reed sinks his teeth into something, he can just not let it go. And of course, this guy's sensing that Reed's kind of onto him. So he uses one of the wells and rams right into Reed's arm. And if Reed's arm hadn't been all that stretchy, he probably would have broke it. And he wants an explanation from this guy, but he's not really giving one. Creatures are creatures. So he kind of asks this guy for help, explain what he's looking for. And Ben's, giving the well some business, and the well gives him a little business back. This guy really doesn't say anything, but he kind of agrees to go with them to look for this creature. And this is a great idea for him. Anyways, they're cruising along the sub. And this guy's just waiting for his moment to strike. And he does. I mean, he bashes right through the sub. And this guy has some strength, to smash through that metal like that. And of course, this catches the guys off guard. They're underwater. And, Submariner's not here to save them. I bet they wish Submariner was here now, huh? He'd gloat, but he'd also save them. And, of course, Reed, in desperation, fires out a gun. Spear gun. It hooks on. But it's not enough. These guys go sinking down. And Ben can actually hold his air for a good while. I think about an hour, 45 minutes. It was clocked in at once. But he goes in, captures the guys, and he finds an air pocket in these caves. And saves their lives. And now they need to figure out what's going on. And that guy is definitely the number one suspect for the monster. And there he is. Man. Only a face an amphibian could love, huh? Captain Calamari himself. Sheesh. Waiting for him to spring out. It's a trap! But anyways, I digress. I'll step off my soapbox. Thing decides that it's clobbering time. He throws a few rocks at him, and this guy knocks him down with one punch. He doesn't knock him out, but this is where Thing realizes this guy has some strength to him, and he needs to put him down and put him down fast. So this is where Ben really turns up the heat, and he decides to get really into it with him. They start going back and forth, and this is where Johnny wakes up, starts firing the flame. And this is where Reed says, of course, amphibians are naturally afraid of flame. You know, the heat. Their body needs water to survive. So the creature tries to escape. Thing is, Ben and Reed are also pursuing him. This is where they figure out all the caves are like a bunch of twists and turns. Thing smashes his way through. And he bashes his way through, and everyone's surprised what they run into and what they see. There's more to this creature than meets the eye, if you know what I mean. Anyways, he has a ship, and he's loading this water on. And apparently that's his wife or his mate, and he's trying to save them before time runs out or she dies or something like that. And this is where Reed says, we judged wrongly. Ben probably attacked him. This is a whole misunderstanding. If we had a better way of communicating, maybe we could do that. But this guy's pretty much tired of the Fantastic Four. He gets in his ship, and he just takes off. And with an alien gone, the problem solved, and the creature of the Black Lagoon has now disappeared. This leaves the Fantastic Four for some fun in the sun. And I'm Jack Slater, the comic outlaw. And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.